So, hello. Welcome back to the fish room. Um, what have we got new? So into the 6 foot tank now. I've added a few more platies. And I added a few more rubbing nose tetras to make the shoal a bit bigger. So they shoal together lovely now. And also, just the other day, I added these lovely little honey grums. There's 5 of them I just added in there as well. Yeah, so that's the addies in that tank. But it's coming on quite nicely, I think, my tank. Now. So yeah, that's the new fish in that tank. And then in the barb tank now, I've added a few more of the gold barbs, like I said I was going to. And I've got some blue devil rams waiting to come out of quarantine at the local fish shop to go in there with these. Just as a bit more of a show fish. But I believe they're coming along alright now, and a lot less timid than they were. So yes, coming on nicely that tank as well. And then Fred and Ginger. Fred and Ginger's tank. There's old Ginger, and here comes Fred. There he is. And then we have obviously the Salvinis. We got rid of the tinfoil bulbs because they were eating all the plants, but now I've got a couple of dual cichlids in here as well, when the others get out of the way. So yeah, that's my dual cichlids. I've got a Royal Panicu there, Pleco. I'm going to get another couple of those. And somewhere in here I've got a Synodontus catfish, the feathered one. And again I've got some Pictus catfish on, is that him down there? Yeah, there he is, down. Don't know if you can see him, he's hiding in there somewhere. Just about make his tail out. Yeah, so anyway, I've got a couple of Pictus catfish also waiting to come out of quarantine at the local fish shop. So yeah, that's the new inhabitants of the fish tanks, but all the fish tanks are coming on very nicely. That's the female beta tank. Coming on nicely. Yeah, the angel tank is just coming on delightfully. And again, we got the bottom tanks, which is the male better in there, just down the side here. Closer for you. There you go. So for once he's not out in the bubbles, you can see him a bit better there. There's also some corridors in here, cleaning up. I don't know if you can see it at the back there. There's one of them. That's the Swartz Cory. And there's a red whiptail in here somewhere as well. Some red shrimps, obviously. And somewhere there's a couple of green neon spores in there somewhere. But yeah, again I've got those on order and they should be here in the next couple of weeks. And then we have, obviously we've got the blue-eyed rainbow tank with the 2 golden rams in there, and the panda gores just shot off. and tiny little baby at the minute, Venezuelan koi. So yeah, that tank's come along quite nicely. And you can see the little Gora in there, and the Gora. No, he's moving into the. There's about 3 or 4 in there. And again in there, there's there's one coming up. Look. Oh, sticks to the glass, you can't see his colouring anyway. And again in there, there's the tail catfish as well. So yeah. And we're still waiting on the peacock gobies. I'm hoping to pick them up this week now. To go in here. But there's one of the little tiny on the rock there. I don't know if you can see him. Just see his head there on the rock. That's one of the electric blue goby catfish in here. There's 3 of those in here. And there's 3 hillstream plecos. There's one at the back stuck on. He's eating on the glass. No, he's moved. There you go. The one peacock goby is in here somewhere, but as usual she's hiding amongst the thicket somewhere. She does show herself occasionally. But yeah, so yeah, we're tanks are all coming on very nicely, and so there's a new fish for you. Oh, and there's my Pakistani loach, which I call OG because it clearly got an O and a G on his side. It's now moved down to the opposite side, so you can't see it anymore. Will he come back round? No, don't like he's going to. Right, thank you very much for joining me once again. Goodbye.